You sort of starring the sort of major Spielberg action sequences. How do you kind of direct his actors in situations like that?
Yeah, he was magisterial at that, I have to say. That's what I found so extraordinary about him is the speed of his creative execution and his decision making is what impressed me so much. And we've come to associate him with such greatness. And I'd forgotten to have an expectation of what he might be like at his job. And he's able to make such quick decisions, and he keeps his crew very nimble and fleet of foot. They're all kind of dialed into his speed, as it were, and his thought process, that if he suddenly sees a piece of magic happening between horses or between some actors, or the light has changed, the crew can move very quickly to adapt to that. And with the cavalry charge sequence, the way he directed me and Benedict and Patrick in terms of the emotional guidance we got was particularly extraordinary. And he depended very heavily on his stunt team, who were the horse masters and the experts, because we needed to make sure everybody was safe, all the actors, all the stunt riders, all the horses. And we'd practiced for weeks those charging sequences. But there was a moment when Captain Nichols sees the machine guns, and Richard, you'd written it in the screenplay, and also Michael depicts the moment so beautifully in the novel that Joey suddenly feels a lightness on his back, that he doesn't realize that there's nobody riding him anymore. So Stephen wanted to show that basically Captain Nichols' death without you seeing him die. You don't see him get shot. And but he said to me, he said, Tom, this is the only piece of slow motion in the film, because actually I don't think slow motion is very effective as a dramatic tool. Sometimes it is, but you have to use it sparingly. And it's going to be completely silent. And when I want to see you see the guns, and then I'm going to cut back to the machine gun, and then I'm going to cut back to Joey, and you're not going to be there. And the camera's going to move across your face, but I don't want you to do shock or surprise or fear or terror. How old are you? And I said, I'm 29. He said, okay. So at the top of the shot, give me your war face, the face you've been doing all day. You're winning, you're triumphant, you're a noble officer, and it's all going well. And then I'm going to say guns. And when you hear me say guns, the camera will settle, and I want you to de-age yourself by 20 years. So you're 29, and then you're 9. Strip away the man and show me the boy. Kind of leave that with you. And I thought that was one of the most heartbreaking pieces of direction I'd ever received. Just so emotionally acute. In the middle of this action sequence, you know, this great, grand, epic, exciting, dramatic piece of cinematography with 120 horses going at 40 miles an hour, he had the space in his filmmaking head and in his heart for something very intimate, and I thought it was amazingly impressive.